Coming into sacred union with your person means you cannot repeat toxic cycles and patterns together, right? Which is why there's a separation, so you can heal through those. When you come together, there will be a healing phase with each other as well, okay? But this does mean that you can't look for them outside of you to complete you. You come together complete, whole. The divine feminine is able to find that safety, that comfort that she has previously craved in her masculine outside of her, but she can now find that within herself. The divine masculine is able to really hold space for his emotions, not distract himself or avoid these emotions, but really face them and himself to find that wholeness. There's so much more to it, but those are coming through for this message specifically, okay? There's this energy of when you come together, you're coming together to complete a mission that's bigger than just you two. It's something that serves the collective. It's something that you both did service of humanity, and that's really important to remember. And also, I feel like the energies I'm picking are very stubborn. When they know what they want, they can both very easily have very different options, right? When they know what they want, nothing can move them. 8 of Cups, you've been walking away from some things. You've been walking away from a lot of things. And as a result, you've been creating room. This is happening right now. Room is being created. Love is at the bottom of the deck. You're making decisions this time more aligned with your higher heart, right? So I feel like both of these energies are kind of mirroring each other at the minute, in that they're both kind of allowing themselves to find their divine alignment right now. And that's how they're moving forwards currently, okay? 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. There is a decision here. And it's about working together, where once there has been conflict, okay? These cards are just flying out, okay? Okay. So where there could have been a successful opportunity of coming into union, there wasn't, because there was something in the way, something standing in the way, right? I feel like there's wounded feminine energy here, okay? That was preventing this decision from kind of progressing, if that makes sense. So like the courage that you needed to come together and work on this together was prevented because of some kind of external energy here. I feel like also this walking away, I actually feel like this isn't even about, I think this is 2 energies who have walked away from each other or found themselves in that kind of situation because of some kind of conflict, a conflict that had to do with an external party here. I think it was like a third party, wounded feminine energy. Could have been a karmic situation. Let's just find out some more, okay? So we've got, I feel like you both have the same thing on your mind right now. You both want success moving forwards in your love, in your connections, but also just generally in your life. There's been, this walking away was needed, this separation was needed so that you could both gain new perspectives, judgment. There was this awakening that you both needed. I think that you brought this out in each other, you awoke each other. There was a huge awakening here that took place. It's been a real while to walk away from this wounded feminine energy. I will say that it's taken ages. Tower, there's been disruption. And I think that someone was really guarded in their heart space. I think perhaps that they prefer to like see the other person on a screen than in person, because it meant that they had to face themselves. And when they've done that, it's kind of caused a lot of destruction in the past, or they're fearing that it causes destruction. But actually facing yourself is the healing. That is the whole point, right? When you come together, you inspire each other, but you also ensure that you both face yourselves, dark and light, okay? There's a lot of thought going on right now about how can you create this forward movement that's going to be successful. How can you honor this calling that you have, that is your soul's calling, that is asking you to really create this space. I feel like you've been creating the space, but to really call it in now. There's been a lot left unsaid here, a lot, okay? It's under the surface. I feel like someone's emotions are bubbling beneath the surface and they want to express them. And it's like they're coming in fast in their mind. There's like so much happening, right? Like racing, I'm hearing racing, right? They needed this third party karmic situation because that's the only way they really needed to see what their true path was. It was never that. The decision that they were stopping from making, from removing themselves from this karmic situation, it's taken so long because there's something that they were stuck within them that they really need to release, and it's slowly but surely they really understand. I feel like they have such a powerful mission here because it's taken so long. There's something about it that they really need to deeply understand, right? The Hierophant here is the divine masculine in his power, in his higher knowing. He's been learning so much right now, but also this destruction of like the past, this healing is in itself showing him what he does want. And then we've got the Queen of Cups, and that has been his awakening. Like, wow, this is actually possible that we can do this together. There's an energy where we can actually work together to create this, to move forward from the past, from that heavy cycle. I'm seeing really a table that's been turned over in like someone's anger. I don't know, I feel like somebody here, divine masculine energy specifically, has really faced a lot of kind of aggression in his life, whether this is him or just he's experienced it outside of him, and it's really helped him to close his heart. It really has. There's clearly something here that needs to come through. Finances and career, they've been really working on their finances and not really focusing on relationships. It's kind of been their distraction, their void, but also something that they do want to I feel like they're divine masculine. They want to be a provider. Like, it's naturally in them, right? As long as they're not placing their worth on like the number that's in their bank account kind of thing, right? Understandably, they're wanting to be that provider, which makes sense. They need to be, right? But it's all about working on it, worth waiting for. Give your relationship a chance. Something has been, like I said, it's been taking a while, okay? It has been taking a while, but look, new love. It's on the horizon. There's something, and this is what needed to happen. It feels like, I don't think that they, I think they were so stuck on this like third party energy, like not even just specifically a person, just that energy and what it brought out in there, or kind of, maybe they just enjoyed that they were like, they were able to kind of have a mask on, a face on kind of thing, that they didn't actually see the beauty and the worth of this Queen of Cups, who was really that unconditional love, basically, right? Who, by the way, she's actually been through a lot of healing to get to this point as well. Remember that. She's known the other side. Yeah, she fully knows it. She's been the other side, right? Very soon, wedding. So I feel like there's something about wanting to kind of get closer, or like, I'm hearing the word commitment, okay? So I don't know, maybe someone's already thinking about this. There is something coming soon where you're going to be given an opportunity to give a relationship a chance. Now, I feel like this you're really being asked right now to hold space for the fact that this energy has had a lot of hurt in their life, and I feel like there's been a lot of when they were growing up, like they didn't have the love that they needed, and so they've never really understand what it means to have romantic love, if that makes sense. And it's always felt like they needed to control it or something, right? They needed to be on top of it. They needed to have a certain face or whatever. And this is something they've been learning through, and they currently are learning. Through all the love that neither of you have received or had reciprocated has taught you what you do want. And as a result, you've been learning what you want and calling it in, right? You've been literally like, if you will, whether you realize it or not, it's kind of like you've been praying for it. You've been asking for it, right? And Divine's been listening. Okay, there's going to be some heart-to-heart conversations here, and it's all about revealing your innermost self. You can't hide from each other in this connection. You just can't. If you're not in your full like power, if you're not in your divine feminine, divine masculine energy, you know who knows it the most? Your person. And this is why it's like holding that safety and that space for each other. Oh my gosh, wow. That's landed on very soon. A new romantic cycle begins. There's something coming in because you've been making room. And it's not just because you've been attached to this like need to want this, or like fearing love or anything like this. I feel like you've been clearing through, and you're ready at a point where you're like, you've been meditating, you've been contemplating, you've been understanding your journey that you're on. You've been recognizing that actually you're the one who needs to fulfill yourself first and foremost. Both of you have been doing this. You've been putting the work in to heal. That's this collective right now, okay? Luck is on your side. Divine wants this. Divine wants to support you, right? And you've been understanding what it means to surrender to that as well. Communication is key. There could be, and that's on heart-to-heart conversations. So you're going to have to be honest. There's something about this honesty that's so important, okay? Believe in the impossible. Step out of your comfort zone. That's been coming out so much recently. So that's like a really heavy message. A win-win outcome is forecast. Whatever the case, you're both going to have this energy where you want the best out of the situation for yourselves, but also for each other. Some of this stuff isn't necessarily going to be nice to hear, okay? Someone has been so cut off from their own emotions that they were cut off from you, cut off from the feelings, right? And there was not the reciprocated love there. There just wasn't anything like that. In fact, I feel like somebody was really pushing you away because they were pushing themselves away from their own heart. They've been through so much. I feel like there's been so much trauma here, and I think that you both understand this in your own ways. You both had this throughout your lives. But things are changing. It does not mean that you allow people to treat you less than you deserve, okay? It feels like somebody didn't take accountability here, and it wasn't your fault. Whatever happened, it wasn't your fault. They needed to show up, okay? So when this comes through, don't take it quickly. Allow yourself to take the time, explore your options around you in terms of how you want to move forward, because it says here, you get to decide to be happy now, okay? Detach from the situation, whatever's happening. Allow things to unfold the way they need to. Release the fear so that you can really get into that headspace where you can trust your inner guidance, your inner knowing, which is trustworthy, right? Self-respect. Self-respect is so important. Don't forget, when you come together, you need to be in such inner union in a way that you understand your worthiness, right? You know what you deserve. Step back and see things from a bigger picture so that you can understand things and recognize that it's not as personal as it might have felt, right? We really need to kind of hone in on your emotions at the same time as understanding the situation of the actual journey that you're on, right? So you can connect to your heart space, put yourself first, your self-respect, and also honor that beautiful heart and honor the union, because actually both of you need to be healed, and you know that you want each other to be in that space, right? And that's the best thing about it. You get to help each other to be there. If you just allow each other to be in like that wounded state, then that's an instant separation, right? That's not what you're here to do. Really important message here that's coming through. This connection is so divinely protected. It's eternal love, okay? But you really need to understand that nothing is set in stone, okay? It's time for you to really honor the love that you have in this connection, the love that is within yourself for each other. Step back, pause. It's going to be necessary, okay? Let me know if this is your collective. Drop some advice in the comments for others as well. Sending so much love.